Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice, to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill-Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill-informed opinions about a variety of topics. Just Nikki this week. Nikki, hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. How's your week been?
It's it's been good, chaotic, working, but otherwise it's been pretty awesome. I've had a good weekend too. What about you?
Yeah, the huge. One of them,
You
one of them weeks that you really wish didn't happen, but had to happen somewhere.
you should tell them the story.
Right. So my lawnmower broke on Monday. It would start and then it just switch off or a few minutes after. Now it's clearly a fuel starvation issue, so I thought something was blocking the carburetor. Took the carburetor off, nothing's wrong with it. It's actually in really good nick. I gave it a good clean out and put it back together, but nah, that was fine. Checked the fuel pipe, that was fine. Took the engine block off. That seemed fine. I can't for the life of me. That's my knowledge of lawnmowers. I can't for the life of me figure out what's wrong with this mower. So I was just like, okay, sod it. I don't have time. We're in the middle of June. If you take your eye off the grass at this time of year, that's it. You're living in a jungle. So I went out to get a new lawnmower. And I was going to spend a bit more money this time because, well, the old cheapy mowers don't last very long, so I wanted something hardy. I had a research online and I managed to find a model of lawnmower that had a lot of good reviews and that we had to, that seemed pretty hardy. So I went to a lawnmower shop in the nearby city and I found, as luck would have it, the exact make and model of lawnmower that I wanted. So I take the catalogue to the front desk and I'm like, hello, I'd like to buy this lawnmower. Oh, I'm sorry, they said, I can't do any sales today.
Yeah, the sales team was gone. And so they just had, I guess, one guy in the store whose job was to stand in the store and keep it open, meanwhile not selling anything.
Yeah, what was the point in
I
even opening the shop?
right. The
Hello?
Yeah, sorry about that. I had an interruption. Um, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I, like I said, I would have had to have called and just been like, please explain. Please explain why, like, why you had this person. What was their purpose for having the place open if they couldn't make a sale? Like, if you have no salespeople, was I just don't get it. Was he just supposed to be like, look at all our lawnmowers, now get out? You know, like, what was the point?
Yeah, I don't get it at all. It just trapped me in a logic loop where I was like, why were they open? If they weren't selling anything, why were they open? And what's worse is like the dude when I walked in was like, "Oh, can I help you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm looking for a new lawnmower. Do you have any recommendations?" And he was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know anything about lawnmowers," which was fucking weird as it was for a lawnmower shop. But you would have thought at some point during that conversation he would have been like, "Oh, I can't sell you any lawnmowers today."
But he didn't. He let you guys look around. You found the exact one you wanted after you asked him about lawnmowers.
After we
He
asked
let
him
you
about lawnmowers,
he let you look around.
he let us look around.
and then come back. And once you said, heck yeah, that's the lawnmower I want to buy, he was like, sorry, can't do it. No salespeople today.
It just,
I-
the mind boggles. It really does. Like some of the things that happen. I've had weird things like this happen in this town. There was the time I went into Greg's and was like, "Hey, can I order a slice of pizza?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm not serving you. I'm serving that guy behind you." It's just,
what?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and the time I went into Asda for a disposable vape, there was a woman behind the counter. I was like, "You're right," and she was like, "Yeah, I'm all right. How are you? Not bad. Can I have a disposable vape?" "Oh, I'm not serving you. This girl over here is going to serve you in a minute."
Now,
Like, and
I can kind of get that if your till isn't open and you're not logged into the till. Maybe you shouldn't have money in that till yet, but that's still weird. Like, explain. Don't just leave someone hanging
just,
and not explain.
and I'm used to going to the drive-through coffee place and saying and being greeted with, "Yeah, what do you want?" And could I have some coffee? Yeah, all right.
What do
But
you want?
dude, that the one time me and Michael went, and they were just like, "Yeah, what do you want?" And we were like, when we made our order, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, I guess." And then we get up there to the place where you pick the coffee up, and she tripped over. She didn't drop the coffee, but I thought after we left, I said to Michael, after that service, would you have been surprised if she just chucked the coffee into the car?
Right? Like, here, take it. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know. There's some places that around here that have amazing service every time. They're going to be friendly. And then you have places that are just like, get your food and get the hell out. Like, they do not care about you. They might as well just throw the crap in there. But I'm very lucky that I live in the South, and for the most part, everybody's really nice. Though not as much as when I lived in Georgia on the island. You could go to the McDonald's right outside of the island in Brunswick, and like it would be like a normal McDonald's experience through the drive-through. Everybody hates their life, but they're trying to pretend to be nice.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
then
we've all worked for fast food
right,
companies. We
and
know
and
what
then
it's
you
like.
cross the bridge going into St. Simon's, and you go to that McDonald's, and everybody acts like they're on fucking Valium. They're like, "Oh my god, welcome to the island. What can I get for you? Oh wow. Oh, you live here? Oh yeah." Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but that's a
Just
rich area, isn't it?
oh, insanely
They
rich.
probably get a proper talking to from management, like, "You will be nice to our customers," and everyone else is like,
Mhm.
"Ah, who cares? They'll buy our shit. They're addicted to
Yeah,
it. We put
basically.
preservatives in it."
Right, because I mean, McDonald's really has to work hard against the other restaurants on the island because you've got a whole slew of amazing restaurants right on the pier. You can just sit and look out over the ocean and watch the sunset and have a good drink and whatever. Like, McDonald's, like, they have to work for it because no one wants to go on vacation or live on St. Simon's, be surrounded by all of this really, really good food, and then go to McDonald's. So I could see that they probably do threaten their people, but it is a very hoity-toity area, like the island right next to it. Um, when you buy a house there, you actually lease the property for 99 years. After that 90
Damn.
years, that property goes back to the government. Like, it's a historical site. You lease for 99 years.
Gosh.
Yep. CCTV everywhere. Every place in that there is at least a couple $1,000,000. Beautiful area though.
But like, I would like to put some research into fixing my own old lawnmower, but I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't that good.
Yeah. So when are you getting the new one?
Next week sometime it's supposed to arrive.
Well, hopefully it's awesome for
Borrowed
you.
my neighbours to do the lawn today, so I'm on
Gotcha.
top of it. But it's like the worst time for that. Mid-June to like the end of the July, all the grass is just insane, and you've got to keep it under control. Like I've had to mow at this time of year 2 times in the same week before.
Yeah.
But yeah, can't take your eyes off the prize. So, would you like a silly news story?
I would love a silly news story.
Would you like to see a dog defend its house from a bear?
Yes.
All right. Well, I think I can arrive.
Uh-huh.
I think
I
I
think
can
I'm gonna
arrange.
arrive.
I think I'm going to arrive.
That's the English way of saying I'm coming. Oh dear, I'm arriving.
So here we go.
Okay.
We've got ourselves a little doggo. No, we've got an ad. Do you know, I deliberately watched the ad before the show to stop this from happening.
You know, I just need to let you borrow my account for when you do these.
No, this isn't YouTube. Look at
Oh.
that. Dog just doesn't give a fuck. He's wagging his little tail, thinks the bear's a friend, realises it's not, and scarpers. And the bear's like, oh, all right then, I live here now.
Oh, he defended the house so well.
Yeah, I mean, he just got in the bear's face to the dog. I mean, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear tries smacking him, and the dog's like, nah, this is my house. This is my house. Get bent, bear. Yeah, do you know what?
That's
Nah.
adorable. I just I saw a similar TikTok. Well, not really. It was a bunch of people were in the car and they're in a parking lot and there's a small bear that's going around and they're like it's opening up car doors and they're like no it's not. Well, this bear opens up a car door and then climbs inside the car and the door shuts and now it's stuck inside the car. Could you imagine walking to your car, you go to get in, you unlock it, you look down, and there's just a huge bear
just
in your
sitting in
front
your
seat.
car, just like okay.
What do you do?
What was in that weed? I want to know now.
I just want to know what do you do? Like for me,
What do you do if there's a bear in your car?
When you come in,
you give up on the car. That's what you do. I mean,
you know
what are you
my
supposed
thing
to do?
is, how long has it been there? Like my dumb ass would probably open the door, like be on the other side of the door, so it can't get me, obviously, but kind of open the door for it and hope that it runs out because it was hot or something.
No, that bear's dying in that car. Because like you have to figure the bear's probably warm, it's probably scared, it's probably pissed off. I'm not going to be the one that opens that door. I'm sorry, but
hey, and if you let the bear die in your car, you might be able to like keep you might be able to get like a bear skin rug out of it or something.
Yeah, exactly. You can take it home, you can stuff it, you can mount it. Hey everyone, I killed that bear. Did you shoot it? Not exactly, but I'm definitely responsible for its death.
How would you know that it's dead though? Like
that's true.
You gonna open up the door and poke it with a stick? Like how? It could have been napping.
Black bears or grizzly bears, you're supposed to play dead, aren't you?
I think so. I don't remember. I know
maybe the bear will do the same thing.
This was a brown bear, and it was like an adolescent. It wasn't an adult bear. Like it had to get on hind legs, and it was just barely at the top of the hood of the car.
What you mean about a brown bear? Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
bear's dying in the car. Sorry, but no,
Really?
I'm not risking fucking with a brown bear. A black bear maybe, but not a brown bear.
Yeah, I would I think it was a brown bear. I would open up the car door. I couldn't let that baby die. It would probably be thankful, I think, to be let out.
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean,
because think
insofar as a bear is grateful, what does that mean? A
well
quick death?
well, but how many times do you see a video where someone's saving an animal from like a fence or something and its first thing is to just run off? Like it isn't to like, you know, once it's free, it runs off. It doesn't attack the person that freed it. I think that you're maybe giving them a little bit less props than they deserve. I think that animals can sometimes tell intent.
Have you ever heard the tale of Timothy Treadwell?
I don't think so.
Timothy Treadwell was a man who believed he could habituate grizzly bears in Alaska.
I think I've heard this story, maybe not on this show, or maybe on this show.
In
It
any
killed
case,
him,
it did
right?
not
It didn't
work.
end
He got
well.
murdered and eaten.
Right. And that's fine, but my thing is if something is suffering in my car, I want to go home. You know, I
I
didn't
mean,
I've got groceries in my arms, you know.
thinking about it, if it was you and you'd just finished work, you'd probably fight the bear head on to get home.
That's
Be like,
true.
just get in next to it and be like, you can either get out or you can stay in. I'm
That's
driving now.
true. Well, yeah, we're going on a trip.
We're going home, bear. So you can be my friend or what? But this
Right.
is what's happening.
Shove over. Worst case scenario, I die and I don't have to go back to work tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, best case scenario, I now have a bear bestie.
And it's just
I just go on. I'll just be the weird chick in town that has a bear in her
train
car.
train the bear to do your job for you. And like your work colleagues are, hey Nikki, no offense, but you need to shave.
That's true.
Get marked up on a performance review. We really liking your attitude lately, Nikki. It's been top notch.
The bear probably would have a better attitude than me. Let's just be honest.
It's like a customer starts whining and the bear rips its head off.
Mm.
One of your doctors is like, tad overreaction, but overall I agree.
Overall.
And then that just could lead to like bears replacing surgical techs completely. Surgeons would have trained bears in their rooms instead of
That's
surgical techs.
right. The problem with that, you know, if you want to be realistic, is their claws. We would have to come up with a special sterile glove just for them.
If you want to be realistic about a conversation where bears are
Yeah.
replacing surgical techs, as
Let's do it. Let's do it.
that's
Let's be
a
realistic. It's
realistic
really going to
conversation you
happen.
want to have.
100% gown and glove that
Come on,
sucker.
Nikki.
Teach
Don't
it.
be
Teach it
ridiculous.
how to teach it. I really think that you could probably train a chimp to do my job. very
Maybe,
well.
but we both know butler monkeys have got that shit sewn up, and they've got a
Yeah.
better union than bears. So
That's true. Bears don't have the thumbs that you really need to be able to do your job properly. You
and this
know?
means, and like the butler monkey union is known to rub elbows with like mobsters.
Oh,
So
I need to
so
get
you don't
in
want
on
to be
them.
scabbing. You don't want to be scabbing butler monkey strikes. Bears need to,
Gotcha.
back off.
Ah, beautiful. I love how we devolved into that.
And yeah, we went from a dog standing up to a bear to butler monkey mafia. So I don't really see how we're going to top that, but we're going on. Now, this is
Right.
a story I thought you'd really like. Leaders of Orgasmic Meditation Women's Wellness Company convicted in forced labor trial.
Wait.
The
Okay, how?
leaders of a sex-focused women's wellness company that promoted orgasmic meditation
I've
have
seen
been
this chick on a documentary. Continue. Not this story. The chick. The chick that did the orgasmic meditation. I've seen her on like a HBO sex documentary of some sort. Continue on.
Okay, well, we'll circle back to that conversation, but they've been convicted of slavery, basically. I believe that's what
How?
forced labor is. Well,
How?
how have they been convicted? Well, basically, a prosecutor asks the police to gather evidence, right? And then they
No, I'm
present that
saying
evidence to a
it's a
jury of their
meditation
peers.
group. What were those people doing labor
Well, you think that
wise?
it's orgasmic meditation, but they were
Is it
forced
a
to have
cult?
sex with, yeah, it was totally a cult. They were forced to have sex with prospective investors. They didn't get paid for their
Um,
work. In fact, they had to take out new
uh,
credit cards for the company. So it's just a Ponzi scheme, basically. You know, everyone else goes
nice,
into debt.
nice. Yeah,
Uh,
it's like a that's beautiful.
so the assistant U.S. attorney said they built a business on the backs of the victims. I mean, gave everything to them: their money, their time, their bodies, their dignity,
Wow.
and their sanity. Like, this is why I didn't like Matthew Johnson
Ah.
when I was in the Bigfoot community. There are sheep that will fall for this crap.
Yeah.
And for the sake of those poor sheep, there has to be people that call these assholes out because they're a totally self-involved sociopaths that will
But
fucking sell you down the river to make a fast buck.
why word it like that though? They built the business on their backs and they were forced into sex labor?
Sex slavery, almost, yeah.
Crazy. That was just bad wording by the writer, honestly. That's crazy. So they were what were they okay, they were spending money on courses, right? And they were told
Yeah,
to have sex with men or people
clients,
that
yeah.
right. So is that what why would that not be trafficking? Why is that labor problems?
Well,
Is that
because it was,
because they were unpaid?
yeah, it's a, whatchamacallit, the thing it never is, RICO. It was all
Okay.
part of the same criminal enterprise. So that's why
Okay.
it's probably worded like that. It's tactics. But here's something that I thought you'd like. A centerpiece of orgasmic meditation was carried out by men manually stimulating women in a group setting.
Um so okay, maybe this is not the same woman that I remember. I remember scroll up, it has a picture of her, right?
Yeah, at the very
She's like a
top.
blonde lady. Yeah.
Very
Um,
plastic surgery.
yeah. Okay. So this is how she was portrayed on that documentary that the orgasmic meditation um is a no touch thing. It's where you meditate and go into sexy, sexy thoughts. And after you've done this, you can essentially mentally bring yourself to a physical orgasm.
Yeah, no, that's tantric.
No, no, no. I mean, but that's what she was selling on the show the
Yeah.
fact that she has men manually stimulating the women, I mean, like, I can get behind that. Let's not get that twisted. That would be a fun time, but I wouldn't say it's orgasmic meditation.
That viewed female orgasms as a key to sexual and psychological wellness and interpersonal connection.
Listen, let me join this cult. I get it.
I mean, yeah.
I get it because I too believe that orgasms help with my psychological well-being.
So, yeah. So that was the fall of a cult, basically, of a sex cult.
That's 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 really sad that people were victimized, but also kind of, I mean, kind of funny in the setup of it because it seems like it's kind of set up like a Scientology or a lot of other cults that are essentially pay to pray, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
I think that if anybody is offering enlightenment to you, if they genuinely want to give you enlightenment, they're not going to charge. That's just me. That's just
Obviously.
me. I
If
really
someone's
think that
charging you for something, it's bullshit. Okay,
basically, yeah.
that's just good a rule of thumb. If anyone says they need a little bit of money to give you a lot more money, they're full of shit. That's how I live my life.
100%. Right. And then, if you have people that are telling you that they have answers to spirituality and stuff like that, but you give them money uh, in order to learn, then what they have to teach you is likely, uh, likely not of any use. Because I really feel like if you have a message that you want to get out to people, you'll do it for free. Because it
Absolutely.
means that to you. It means enough to you. So I'm just for anybody listening, if an organization is constantly bugging you about money, be that tithing, be that paying for extra classes, whatever, you need to ask yourself, where is this money going to and to whose benefit?
If there's money involved, it's probably a scam.
Basically. Yeah. I just
So,
think that the road to enlightenment, it comes from seeking first, but also there's so many grifters, man.
so many makes it difficult to take it all seriously.
Correct.
So we had good news this week in for people like me that like animals, with the discovery of a living long-beaked echidna in New Guinea.
Let me see.
Do you want to see the echidna?
I do. I love echidnas. They're adorable. They have weird penises. Let's not get into it, but they're freaking adorable.
They are freaking adorable.
I want to nuzzle them. Like I don't know how you look at an echidna and not just want to like snuggle. Like just give it a good old cuddle. Like just squeeze it.
Well, I feel the same way about Tasmanian devils. So.
Yep. Man, I
Yep.
want a chinchilla after spending time with them. Oh, it's so cute. So he's
Basically,
new.
this is not technically. This species was first discovered by David Attenborough many moons ago,
Okay.
but a dead one. No living specimen had been discovered but before this week.
Oh, cool. So we've known they've been around. We've just never physically seen them.
Yeah, we've never been able to discover them alive or only dead. But they've existed for 200 million years. They were not exactly confirmed to be still living today because a dead one just could have been the last of its kind.
Mm-hmm.
An expedition in New Guinea that was sent specifically to find them. They've been finding evidence of echidna in the area for years. There was nose holes and burrows and whatnot.
That's
And
so
then
cool.
and they finally found one, and there it is. It means that there are now 5 egg-laying mammals, known species in the world. So, I mean,
That's really cool.
technically it's 2 because 4 of them are echidnas, but
Yeah.
they're separate species. So,
Yeah, echidnas are adorable. That's really neat, and just goes to prove that like we haven't even come close to charting everything on land, much less in the water. I mean, think about all the new stuff we're constantly finding in the sea. That's super cool.
yeah. I mean, we're discovering new mammal species all the
Yeah.
time. So,
Do you think
that
that that's because we've never seen them, or do you think that part of it is evolution?
well, a lot of it is we've never seen them. These species, they turn up in isolated areas where no one goes, like the forests of Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. It's hard enough to find the animals you know
Oh
for
yeah,
certain are there,
that's true.
let alone
It's so dense.
exactly. I mean, you got to be committed. I mean, the Javan tiger is thought to be extinct on the island of Java, but they recently came up with thermal of something that looked like a tiger in the wild there. So if a tiger's still roaming around, well, you know.
That's really cool. I I like learning. Like I like when we discover new things,
Yeah.
as long as we're respectful of them when we do.
Well, picking this thing up and giving it a nuzzle, probably not respectful.
No, but I'd want to. But then again, I'm one of those crazy people that would probably like I that's probably I'm gonna die from petting something I shouldn't or trying to. Because I mean, you could pet anything if you're brave enough. Like I like
I mean,
kayaking, and
yeah.
I see those videos of people that have like otters that like just hop onto their kayak. How do you not pet it?
It's difficult. It's very
Right.
difficult. Like, I'd probably get eaten by a Tasmanian devil. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But they're so cute.
They're adorable.
I mean, they're just big rat ferrets. That's what they look like. Just a beautiful, beautiful rat ferret.
Rat ferret.
They do. They look like a rat ferret with the rat tail, the kind of a ferrety tail. Are they a weasel?
Oh, what weasels?
Tasmanian devils, are they like related to
No, they're
ferrets or anything like that?
marsupials.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know a lot about them.
They don't look remotely weasel-like.
Their tail kind of reminds me of a weasel. Their back end, the slope of their tail, reminds me kind of like a ferret.
They've got, like most marsupials, they've got that dodgy tail. The what you call it, like kangaroos, it's sort of like not exactly floppy, more sort of rigid.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Do you know what my favorite bird is? Have I ever told you?
No, that's a Tasmanian devil. That don't look anything like a weasel to me.
No. Hold on. Let me find another one.
Look at this adorable little killing face mutton. You just want to boop its little nose. Boop its little nose.
Get an image of it from the side, like with the whole body.
Yeah.
Like the Wikipedia article, I'm talking about the back half. Look at the arch of the spine down to the tail. If the tail was a little bit longer.
Got a really good picture. Right here. Do you know why they're called Tasmanian devils?
Why?
Because when we first settled at Tasmania, people could hear horrific devil noises coming from the bush. Because I don't know if you've ever heard of Tasmanian devil, but they make god awful noises.
I
And
have
people
not.
thought it was devils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see what I'm talking about? Just the back end is very ferret-like to me.
Yes, I can see that, to be fair.
Yeah, it's the arch of the spine and how it leads into the tail. And then the front half just looks like, could be a rodent of some sort.
They're adorable.
But they're adorable. As are patoos, which are my favorite birds because they just look stupid.
Patoos.
Potoo.
Oh, frogmouths. Yeah,
I love them.
they are dumb.
I can't help but look at them and giggle. They always give me a laugh.
We have two
can you put up a
species of
picture?
frogmouth. Yeah. In England.
Mm-hmm.
The wrybill and the nightjar.
Do they look that dumb?
Yeah, the nightjar especially is a derpy bird.
I cannot see anything. The screen are black.
I haven't put the picture up yet.
Oh.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah, I want to see the other ones, the ones that you guys have.
All right. Then. Well, I'll put up a patoo.
Okay.
And
oh, that's not the one I was talking about.
Which? All right. Here we are. Give me a nightjar picture for you. Being all derpy.
Yeah, I've never seen that kind of patoo. The one you showed. Interesting.
But they're called frogmouths on account of their frog mouths.
Let me see. Oh, those are not at all the birds I was talking about.
That's a
I wonder
nightjar.
if it means something different. Those are super cute. I'm not gonna lie. Though their feathers over their beak is like kind of trippy.
Yeah.
All right. And what'd you say the other one was?
So it was a wrybill, but I was wrong.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, yours was the great patoo. I was talking about the common patoo.
Common patoo.
They got these big, stupid eyes.
Oh, the yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a really stupid looking bird.
I love them. They bring me joy. I can have a bad day and I just look at a patoo and I'm like, better. It's like
better.
watching
At least
Moana.
I'm not that.
Yeah, it's like watching Moana when you're in a bad mood. just to watch the chicken.
That.
Yeah. I actually sent you a link to a picture. But they are beautifully derpy.
Rye neck, not rye bill. That was what I was thinking about.
Nice.
And that's not actually derpy. That's a pretty good looking bird, to be fair.
No, I sent you a link on Discord.
Okay. Oh, that's hideous.
That's the same bird, man.
That's like
You
derp
look at-
to the extreme.
I know. It brings you joy. Like you just look at it and you're like,
Stupid bird.
stupid bird. He looks like he's seen some shit, you know?
He's been through some trying times. This bird, it's like a Vietnam War stare.
Yes. He's got that 1,000-yard stare going on.
There you go.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him.
Just like-
He's been through it and come home on the other side of the war. His wife
He's not
left
the
him.
same man.
His wife left him. He just sits in his chair with his hand down his pants and watches CNN. Ed.
All disillusioned.
Correct. Just remembering, having flashbacks.
But the other frogmouth we got is pretty attractive.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a bird that you could take home to your parents.
Yes. Yes. The other
And be
ones
like,
are.
Mum, Dad, this is my bird. And they'd be like, I approve of that bird.
That's a nice bird. Oh. Is that another patoo?
No, that's the wryneck.
That's a wryneck. Oh, okay. What a beautiful bird. Look at that puffy chest.
That's an attractive bird right there.
That's a girl, right?
I have nowhere knowing.
Oh, I thought maybe the coloring or something would give it away.
I'm not actually big on frogmouth birds. I think they're kind of dumb.
Why?
Like, nighttime belongs to owls. Any other bird trying to make a go of it is just silly.
I mean, but they get by.
They do get by, I guess.
I mean, you've always got birds or that are going to come in behind bigger birds or, take the leftovers or eat the nighttime insects that an owl probably doesn't give a crap about. Maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't know how birds do. I don't pretend to know the life of birds. I just assume.
Not a big bird person.
They've got a place in the ecosystem, and so if they're existing alongside owls, they probably eat different food than owls. I'm guessing.
Yeah, the bugs. Owls eat bugs.
Yeah, but I mean, why eat a bug if you can have a snake or a rat or something small and fluffy?
That's a good point. I should take that up with the Bird High Council.
You should.
Corny owls are really good at catching cockchafers, which are really big beetles in the UK.
Did you say cockchafers?
Yes, cockchafers. That's their name.
Wait, cuck or cock?
Cockchafer.
Cockshaver. Okay. That's That's beautiful. I have nothing else to say about that.
All right. So they're quite. Are you done?
I am. I'm finished.
All right.
Low hanging
They're
fruit.
quite large beetles,
Hmm.
and tawny owls specialise in them. Although
Ooh.
they're supposed to be quite common, but I've only ever seen one in my entire life.
Like, do they bite really hard?
No,
Cool. I love a good beetle. I love a
Yeah.
good cicada too.
a lot of people say cicadas are too loud, but I find their noise really nice.
I do too. I love going outside and hearing cicadas screaming their heads off. I also like picking them up and hearing cicadas screaming their heads off, like the angry buzz.
Like, get off of me, respect my personal boundaries.
And I'm like, chasing around my mom with it.
You're an odd person.
I am an odd person. I save spiders.
Does it well with saving spiders?
I
Spiders
think,
are cool.
however, I see a roach or an ant, it dying.
Shouldn't step on roaches. They're designed for it.
Okay.
No, seriously. If you step on a roach, their eggs scatter everywhere.
For real?
They really are, like, for real. They are literally designed to piss humans off as much as possible, cockroaches.
Like, just thinking about them makes me nauseous. And then that just spread the horror.
I mean, the little ones, yeah, but I'm a sucker for a Madagascan hissing cockroach.
Okay, those are different. Those are big enough to be pets.
Yeah.
But yeah, cockroaches, no. A palmetto bug outside, like the big water roach looking things outside, like if you've got a pool or something, they're creepy. I don't hate them as long as they're outside. But yeah, cockroaches. Bleh. It's a visceral reaction I get. Anyway.
Well, that's all I got. Do you have anything else?
I do not. I was going to say something earlier and I lost it. So I'll do better.
Well, that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. Good night from me. Good night from Nikki. Good night, everyone.
Good night.